Now, it's been called their most complex tour to date, and with good reason. Prince William and his wife Kate are on their first official visit to Pakistan, a country dealing with ever-present security issues. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will also look at Pakistan's efforts at fighting climate change and aim to highlight the country as a, quote, dynamic, aspirational and forward-looking nation. Those words from Britain's High Commissioner to Pakistan, Thomas Drew. The couple have visited a school, a national park and had a private lunch with Prime Minister Imran Khan. But it was their arrival in a colourful tuk-tuk, also called an auto-rickshaw in the subcontinent, that had heads turning. The couple were attending an evening reception at the Pakistan Monument in the capital, Islamabad. And Shahzeb Jilani from DW Asia has been following the visit. Shahzeb, why is this visit so important for Pakistan?
It's been a while. A British royalty visit took place in Pakistan. The last time somebody visited was about 13 years ago. And this couple is young, it's glamorous, it's charismatic. And the visit could not have come at a better time for Pakistan when the government faces challenges on the foreign policy front. The economy is sinking. The Prime Minister is becoming unpopular. But this visit helps showcase the positive side of Pakistan, its breathtaking beauty, the diversity of its culture, and that its people are essentially hardworking and decent people. So it's a win-win for both Britain and Pakistan.
But aside from that, the royal couple themselves appear to be very popular in Pakistan. Why is that?
Well, a lot of people relate to this couple because of their longing for Princess Diana. She visited Pakistan a couple of times in the 90s. The last time she was there was in 1997. And this reference came up quite a few times during this visit. When the Duke was meeting children in school, they said, we really loved your mother. She was an amazing woman. And he also said, I was also fond of her. So people have those memories. And I think in Pakistan's collective memory, there's that link with Princess Diana of Prince William and Kate Middleton. So a lot of people see it in that light, and it's part and parcel of the collective memory of Pakistan and how they relate to the royal family.
Shahzeb Jilani from DW Asia, thanks very much for that. But there appears to be another side to this visit, and that is the criticism on social media. DW reporter Michelle Stockman has been looking at some of that criticism and joins me now in the studio with more. Michelle, welcome. What have you found?
Indeed, there has been criticism of this visit. There are some Pakistanis who look at this as window dressing, who look at it as a way to distract the so-called masses from some very real problems Pakistan faces economically, socially, and environmentally. There's a tweet that we can bring up here that reflects some of that sentiment. It says, even in the UK, people have woken up to the fact that for decades, the British media has used the spectacle of the royal family to distract from the failures of the government. Maybe that's why they decided to bring their show to a more gullible audience. And then there's another tweet pointing fingers at the legacy of British colonialism in the region. It says, if it weren't for these royals, we won't have a dumb and fascist army ruling over us. The mess they left behind to ensure there is no peace ever in the subcontinent. And that tweet ends, hashtag royal visit Pakistan.
Some very strong language there in those tweets. Makes for interesting discussions later. But overwhelmingly, the response has been positive, has it not been, to this visit? And a lot of it has to do potentially with the optics and in particular, fashion choices.
Oh, yes. There is no way around it, Paresh. When you look at this visit, you have to look at the fashion. And pulling that focus has been Kate. And she has managed to stay true to her own style and yet salute local designers. And we're going to bring up a tweet here that basically is a love letter to her and her outfits so far. Here she's wearing an array of shalwar kameez, that is the long dress and trouser combo that is ubiquitous for women across Pakistan. She's wearing blue, that's a nod to Diana, the people's princess beloved in Pakistan. And then please note this green shade. It's a nod to the Pakistani flag. So she has managed to stay true to herself, and yet she looks like a very elegant Pakistani woman going out and about her business. And then we have to talk about this moment that we see back here. And I do not know if you can top this in terms of winning the hearts of the Pakistani people. This is the perfect combination of Pakistani high fashion and folk culture. And this is a tweet we're going to bring up, put out by Kensington Palace. And this shows the prince stepping up his game. He is wearing a traditional sherwani suit. He's escorting the Duchess in a tuk-tuk, painted in the traditional Pakistani truck art style. It's almost reminiscent of their wedding day when they were riding around in that hot red car. You know, it's kind of like the Pakistani iteration of that. Just fantastic. I mean, wow, wouldn't you want to hobnob with them? And I know if I was in Pakistan, invited to a party, and I had a royal budget, I would want to wear something like this.
I would certainly love to wear some of that kind of sherwani. The patterns on that are amazing. And that tuk-tuk looking more like a truck, if I can call it that. Michelle Stockman, thanks very much for coming in and breaking that down for us.
You're very welcome.